Luka Doncic finished the game with 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists to help the Lakers bounce back against the Minnesota Timberwolves 94-85. Nang game 1, the Lakers struggled to defend the 3-point line, allowing Minnesota to make 21 3-pointers. Pero sa laro na to, different story. 5 lang 3-pointers ng Minnesota and they only let Minnesota attempt 25 3-pointers. Overall, 2s and 3s combined, the Lakers held Minnesota to only 38% shooting. So anong adjustments ang ginawa ng Lakers? Anong defensive schemes ang ginawa nila? So napansin ko, isa sa mga pinaka-major part ng scheme nila defensively is yung pagsiswitch nila, whether it's on ball, off ball, or peel switching. Makikita natin dito, transition, bola kay DiVincenzo. There's going to be a drag screen from Randle. I-switch nila yan kasi generally, yung players naman ng Lakers magkakasing laki lang. Diba? 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Pinakamalaki na si LeBron, 6'9". Okay, they can switch everything. Diba? Excluding Vincent, na pwede naman nilang ilagay na lang sa help, i-peel switch nila. Basically, kaya nilang i-switch lahat ng actions. Dito, in-switch nila after mag-brush screen ni Randle para pumunta siya doon sa poste, sa high post. There's going to be a brush screen. Okay, ngayon, puposte si Randle sa high post. Ball pressure from LeBron para mahirapan, make it difficult for the ball handler to pass it or to entry pass it papunta sa poste. Ito si DFS naka-help, naka-front rather, tapos meron ka naka-load up na help dito kay Rui Hachimura. Just in case lang na yung pasa ay mag-go over the defense papunta dito. So again, this is the Laker defense sa game na to. Aggressive and they play proactive. Hindi sila yung nagre-react sa defense. Sila yung nagbibigay ng reads. Dinadala nila yung Timberwolves dun sa sitwasyon na gagawin nila yung reads na gustong gawin nila rather. Kapag kung ako yung Lakers, yung depensa ko this game, game 2, may binibigay akong certain reads sa'yo na gusto kong gawin mo and napunta yung Timberwolves doon. Kagaya rito, again, Gobert ball screen, nag-switch sila, DFS kay Anthony Edwards, pero kung makikita nyo, na kay Rudy Gobert na si Vincent. Last game kasi, yung tag nila, okay, naka-tight sila dito sa weak side corner and then tsaka lang sila magtatag papunta sa big man kay Gobert. Pero ngayon, ang adjustment, they bring their help earlier. So ngayon, kung ako yung Minnesota Timberwolves, nakita ko na si Vincent nakatag kay Rudy Gobert, ang read ko rito is ibigay sa weak side corner. Pero yun yung gustong gawin ng Lakers. Yun yung gustong gawin mo na ginagawa ng Lakers. Kasi, tinanggal ko na kagad yung option to give it to Rudy Gobert. Kasi hindi rin naman post-threat si Gobert eh. Ang gagawin ko na lang bilang Lakers, okay, either ilalaro ko yung passing lane or maglo-long closeout ako kay McDaniels. Diba? Ira-run ko siya off the 3-point line, which is yun rin naman yung gusto ko anyway. Gusto ko rin naman kayo i-run off the 3-point line. So it's, you know, the best scheme or best adjustment pwede mong gawin as a Lakers. Makita natin dito, passing lane. Actually, dalawa pa nga sila eh, si Vincent at si Luka. Parehas na nandun sa passing lane na yon. Kasi yun mismo yung binibigay ng Lakers eh. Diba? Yun yung trap nila eh. Last game, yung weak side corner na yon, open yon kasi nagtatag sila dun sa corner. Ngayon, open yung weak side corner kasi sinasadya nilang magtag dun sa corner para ang gagawin na lang nila is mag-recover, mag-close out, laruin yung passing lane. Again, dito, okay, Mike Conley, high ball screen, Julius Randle, they're going to switch this. There's going to be another ball screen kay Rudy Gobert. They're going to switch it again. Now, kay McDaniels ang bola, Rudy Gobert playing aggressively. Piniplay aggressive siya ni DFS para hindi mapunta yung bola. And now, pagka-drive, blow by kay Luka Doncic. Ngayon, nag-peel switch sila last second to have DFS contest the ball. And si Luka to tag Rudy Gobert sa backs out. Very smart switching. Very purposeful switching. So, yun yung ginagawa ng Lakers. Another thing, na-mention ko kanina, yung loading up. Makikita natin dito, ISO kay Anthony Edwards, naka-load up na kagad si LeBron, naka-load up ni si Luka, naka-load up ni si Hayes. So, purposely, iniiwan na nila yung weak side corner. Kasi if ever man na pumunta yung bola dito, magre-recover na lang sila. Instead of, you know, putting themselves out of position. Kaya now, open nung game 1, yung weak side corner. Dito, sinasadya nila na iiwan ko yung weak side kasi gusto ko mag-load up sa'yo. Kapag binigay mo doon, magro-rotate kami, magsa-scramble kami, irarun namin kayo off the 3-point line, making you guys a team that will drive the ball to the basket instead of shooting that 3-pointer. Kasi mas maaga yung help. So, very subtle lang. Hindi rin naman talaga binago yung game plan. In-adjust lang. Mas maaga yung help, mas mag-load up kayo, and then more switching. Yun lang naman. Like, hindi siya night and day difference, pero yung result night and day. Minor adjustment lang, minor tweaks. Very effective naman, obviously.